Take a brief stop. Oh, I have to take your lift even here.
But what is a human being? Are we simply skin, flesh, blood, veins, nerves, muscle, and tissue? No, oh no. That which constitutes the real person is the soul, the rest being only the garments that cover our inner essence. When we depart this earth, we put off our outer coverings and continue to live by virtue of the soul, which is immortal. My friends, your being here to form the net of comfort for the family is a beautiful gift and formed by the strands that were woven into you by this beautiful soul. It is quite cold today. So we'll do our best to make sure that we can honor and lay to rest and also attend to health and well-being of all attendants here. A brief moment just to say that I had the honor of visiting and being with Barb a couple months ago. And as a cantor, while I wish there were more and more opportunities for me to do so, they are fewer than I would love given life and its turns. moment that left me in awe, and which I've reflected on because as I was just sharing with that scene, there was wisdom, just such profound wisdom being shared, that Barb was saying to me that I just knew, said to myself, be quiet, listen, take it in. So beautifully were shared the words from family and friends of the touch of the soul. And so as we prepare for this interment, for this mitzvah that we get to do of laying to rest, one that is one of the greatest mitzvot, for is one we can never repay ourselves, we recognize that this is just the vessel that gave an opportunity for this beautiful soul to make her impact through the days of her life. It is part of our tradition that every Jewish soul has the right to be buried within the land of Israel, and we recognize in practicality that's very difficult for us to do. And so rather than having every soul buried in the land of Israel, we have the land of Israel with every soul. So before we lower and lay to rest, I'm going to invite Barbara's family to help us with delivering this Eretz Yisrael onto the vessel as she... Can you come over some? Face right into the stars. Take a moment for the gentle and the friends to help us in this.
Don't go. Oh, she's all alone.
There is a beauty in the wholeness of the world in which we live, that everything is true and whole, otherwise it wouldn't be so. The end of one soul's journey as we know it in a body that we call life comes through what we call death, and they are partners, one and the same. We recognize that there is of course sadness and loss, but only to the level of which we've ever had. For all of us who have experienced loss, as we all have, we know that those who are no longer present with us physically are still present with us in moments. It comes in the stories we tell, in the lessons we've learned as we hear them throughout our day, as we go about, we go, yeah, I get it, thank you. And so, our prayer is that Barbara, as I'm quite confident, will continue to be alive for each of us as her soul comes to be with us, and in that way we will not be alone for her and she will not be alone for us. I invite you, friends, to join with me in a refrain here of this beautiful poem. The refrain is, we remember. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of the sun, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. And when we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live. For she is now part of us as we remember her. When we need a good teacher, we realize all the lessons that we were so fortunate to learn. When they were, if I may, when we went.
It's too cold for you.
We remember. My friends, I invite us, if you're so comfortable physically, to rise, or in our spirit or soul to rise, as we will join together in the Kaddish Yatom, the mourners' Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabah, v'alma tivrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei techol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman karim v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabah levarach le'alam ul'almei avaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, yitpa'al v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitalal, 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 Shmeit, Leila, Min Kol, Birchata, Vishirata, Tush, Bichata, Nechamata, Yanuran, Be'alma, Nimru, Yehe, Shalama, Rabba, Min Shemaya, Chaim, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen, Use Shalom, V'imamah, Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen. If you care to be seated in this moment, we invite you to do so. In our modern ways, there are some equipment that is often used. It's a little less than the organic feel that we do ideally want in a moment. But in a moment, we're going to invite our family to be able to help, and our friends to be able to help with that laying to rest. There is a yes, but yeah. So the reason we have the equipment here, be a few moments.
Okay, I'll set. Let me alone.
There will be a cover, a cap that's put in place, and then we'll be able to lay to rest. to the interment. Yeah. We have the earth from which in our Hasidic traditions we recognize that all was together in creation, be it Big Bang or however we want to envision. All the elements that make everything were together in that one moment. And all those elements make up each and everything here. From the earth from which we came to the earth to which we return. And so we come, as fractured as this moment feels, to a oneness, a wholeness.
Well, if we were to live in miracle.
The gentlemen have a shovel there. We will in a moment invite family first to be able to offer. This is just for your knowledge or tradition, or some minhagim, some customs, not that they're mandatory to follow. Some customs are to shovel 3 or more of earth into the space, so it not be thought of as a mistake or an error, but quite an intentional act. Often, many will take the third and use the shovel upside down, so it's different than we would do anything else. The uniqueness of the moment, and when complete, to place it back into the earth so that the next person has their own complete experience themselves. Again, these are just customs, these are not mandatories. I want to invite Thank you. We're going to have the shovel there right now. There's one, another will be brought in a moment so that people can complete. I want to be aware, I want you to be aware of your health and well-being. I will be staying here until the grave is completely covered. If that is meaningful for you too as well, you're welcome to. We want people to be complete. Ideally, if we have the opportunity as a family, we'll leave at the time it's appropriate for them. We'll form 2 lines of shura to be the space to hold as the family ushers towards into their period of being mothers. So I'm going to invite Nort, Francine, Lean, Ben. We ask that everybody please be careful of your footing by the grave. With the snow, it should be okay, but we don't want to keep it slippery.